Today I will be showing you how to make this little piglet here. So let's get started. You're going to need an extra hook or something to hold your parts, your extra parts. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the arms. And to make the arms, you're going to use your loom. And we can use the bottom of the loom. You're going to take 2 single rubber bands and put it from the third to the second, and then put another 2 rubber bands from the second to the first. And we can do that actually 4 times. We can do it for the arms and the legs. So continue taking 2 rubber bands at a time, anywhere on your loom really. Just make 4 sets. Let's make 3 right now since we want to use the end of the loom, and cap it off 3 times with any color rubber band you want. And you can make your pig any color you want. I'm making mine out of, or your piglet, I'm making mine out of pink, and I'm giving him brown hooves. So there's 3 of his legs and arms so far. You want to hold your capping rubber band so it doesn't come off with you. If it does, it's not a big deal because we're going to take it off anyways, but you want to, when you're looping up, try to don't grab your other rubber bands along with it. Make sure you hold the capping rubber band. And we're just gonna loop it up. And once you do that, you can take it off your loom and put it aside for later. If it pulls out like that, it's okay. Just fix it later once it's on your piglet. And let's make the 4th leg or arm, whichever one. Again, 2 rubber bands at a time, and cap it off 4 times. I mean 3. And finish off the leg. And we'll do the ears next. And for the ears, we're going to use the top of the loom. So you're going to take a single rubber band and put it on the top 3 pins there, making a triangle. Then take a single rubber band, double it, and put it on either side. Single, double it. And then you're going to take another single, double it, and then we're going to make an upside triangle connecting your little, what's that, hexagon here together. Now you're going to take a single white and put it from the top pin, from the center down 1, and you're going to take the top of the upside down triangle and making a diamond shape on your pin there, and then go ahead and loop up the white inside the ear. And we're going to cap the tip of the ear here, this peg here, with a single. You can do that 4 times to make it sharp. And now we want to reach in under the capping rubber band and grabbing a single rubber band and pull it very carefully off the peg and onto one of the side pegs. Then reach back in there under the capping rubber band, grab the other rubber band off the peg, and very carefully easing it right onto the other side. Try not to break your rubber band, and then go ahead and loop up the sides, going inside those rubber band, inside the pin, and looping it onto itself, creating teardrops. And then we're going to finish off the ear. There. Carefully take it off so you don't break your rubber bands. And put it on your hook for later. You should try to put it on the other side. Since my hook here is too fat, I'm going to put it there. But we can put the ears on first before we put the legs on, so that way we can get it out of the way. Again, let's make the other ear. Same thing, take a single rubber band and make a triangle on the very top of your loom. Take another single, double it, and put it on either side. Then take your last single, double, and make an upside down triangle. Take your single white, loop up your upside down triangle, and then pulling your white onto itself, creating the teardrop. You're going to cap off the tip of the ear here and loop it around 4 times. Then you want to reach under that capping rubber band, grab a single rubber band. If you have to, use your hand to help pull one down so you can find it easier, and then ease it off your loom or that peg onto one of the side pegs. Reach back in, grab the other rubber band, ease it off, and put it on the other side. And now just loop the side rubber bands to finish off your ears. If there is any tension, you can just use the back of the hook or the hook to release it by following the peg. And now go ahead and take it off your loom very carefully so your rubber band does not break. And put it on your holding hook. And now we're going to make the snout. For the snout, you're going to take a single rubber band. You're going to loop it around 4 times around your hook. Actually, let's just do it on the loom. For the snout, you're going to take two single rubber bands, double it, and put it on your loom like that. Take another single and loop it around 4 times on the bottom of the peg, going this way. You can do it at the bottom of your loom or just do it anywhere, just as long as you can loop it onto itself. So we're going to reach under the capping rubber band, the 4 we capped, and this is going to be very tight, so reach under, grab all of the 8 rubber bands, you can also do this and hold on to your capping rubber band so it doesn't come off. You can also do this on your hook, but I figure this might be a little easier, but it's still going to be very tight. There. And now you're going to take a single rubber band and you're going to use it to hold your snout. Put it in, hold it like that, and take your snout off carefully so it doesn't break. Again, you can do this on the loop, in the hook, or you can do it on the loom just like I did. So there's this little snout. So now we can make the eyes. And for the eyes, I'm going to make it black. So I'm going to take a single rubber band and wrap it around 4 times, like so. I'm going to take a single white. We're going to double it, put it on your hook, and then pulling it on and then hooking it onto itself like that. And then we're going to take another black single for the other eyeball, loop it 4 times, single black, take a single white, double it, put it on your hook, and pull it right onto a white rubber band to make the other eye. And now you're going to take a single pink and you're going to pull it onto that pink rubber band. There's your eyes, and you want to set it aside for later. And now let's work on the body. So using 2 rubber bands at a time, we're going to start at the top of the loom, from the center peg to the side peg, and 1 down, and repeat on both sides. Center to the side, and then from the side down. And then we're going to put it for the chin from the second peg to the center peg, the side second peg there. Again, on the other side, same thing. And make sure for this chin peg there, you do not overlap, but yet you push it all the way down, so that way you make room for the other rubber bands. There's going to be a lot that's going to be stacking above it. Now you're going to work on the center of the face, 2 rubber bands, just put it all the way down to the chin and pushing it down. Okay, now we're going to do the body. From the chin to the side, either side you want. Chin to, and then 1 down, and then repeat on the other side. Same thing. And then you're going to create his bottom here from the side to the center peg. So essentially you're creating kind of like an 8 there. And then now we're going to finish the center of his body. From the center down, from the center down to his bottom, like that. And now we can put on the ears, because we can't put on the legs yet. The ears are in the way, so get your hook where the ear's on, or wherever your ear's at, bring it up. And make sure you put it on so you can see the white of the ear. It's on both sides, but just put it in the way that you like it. Okay, now the other side. Find your little white in the ear. There's his little ears. And we can go ahead and put the legs on. Put it on the leg peg. There. And there, making sure you put all the rubber bands on. And let's add his eyes. The eyes, you're going to put it on the second peg from the top across like that and spread them. And then you want to bring it up above the second middle peg there. There's his eyes. And now we can add his snout. And here you can put it like that from the second peg down from the top across where the eyes were, and center his snout there, like that, so that his snout is on. We're going to cap his bottom there 4 times. So take a single rubber band and wrap it around that peg or that pin 4 times. 3, 4. Okay, so after you do the capping rubber band, let's go ahead and do the holding rubber band so his face and his body does not come apart. And we're going to put one around, creating triangles around his eyes here. And then we're going to create one here. I put a triangle up here for around his eyes. And then I put an upside down triangle here around his chest. Or you can do it around his legs here, it doesn't matter. It still is, the purpose of it is just holding it, your animal together. And so now we are going to go into the capping rubber band under there, pull the capping rubber band back, grabbing the top 2 rubber band, hold the capping rubber band down and pull it around your pin and looping it onto itself. It should go right onto the belly. And grab the next 2, should go to the side. Either side, whichever is the top, go to that side of the pin. Grab the last 2 and looping it onto itself, creating teardrops. And go up to the side, either side, go under the rubber bands. If you can't see it, pull it to the side. And looping it onto yourself, and stop at the shoulders because we're going to need to add the arms. Do the other side, and then looping onto itself. And now we're going to add the arms. We're going to take your arm, put your hook through the loop, pull out the shoulder rubber bands, pull your arm through that rubber band and looping it onto the chin peg there. We're going to do the same for the other arm. Again, take the arms, put it through the loop, reach in, grab the shoulder rubber band, pull the arms through onto that rubber band, and looping it onto itself. So the arms are on now. So now we're going to do the center of the body. Grab the center and looping it right onto the chin. Make sure you push everything down, don't let it come up. And now here's the tough chin part. We're gonna have to reach all the way in there, pull everything back, and grab the top 2 rubber bands that you see, and it should be the ones going up to his nose, and if you pull it you can kind of see the teardrops forming and looping it onto itself. And the next 2 should be, for me at least, the one going to the right, and then the last 2 for me will be going to the left. And now we're going to add his little cheeks. So you're going to take a single rubber band, loop it around 4 times around your hook, grab either cheek, whichever side you want to do first, and pull the rubber band, the cheek rubber bands, onto his cheek and put it back on itself. Other cheek, take a single, loop it around 4 times, grab that cheek rubber band and pull and put it back on itself. There his cheeks are on. And now we're going to do either side of the face first, up to the forehead. So reach in, grab the bottom 2 rubber bands, and creating the teardrops, looping it onto itself. At the other side. Now these teardrops are catching your rubber bands, and you want to make sure you have it, so that way your animal does not come apart. Pull back the ears, grab the bottom 2, pull it onto itself. The other side, we'll pull it back and hooking it onto itself. Now reach in the center peg there, grab the 2 rubber bands, the bottom 2, and looping onto yourself, and there's your Piglet ready to get off the loom. But first we need a single rubber band to do our slip knot. So go ahead and reach your hook all the way in his forehead there. Grab that rubber band, putting it on your hook to create your slip knot, and gently pull it to tie it off. And now we're ready to take him off the loom. So go ahead and very carefully, with the back of your hook or with your hook, ease him off the loom. And if you want, before you take him off, just check to make sure all your teardrops are catching your rubber bands, or that you've done every single one. There he is. You want to fix his eyes. It should all be pretty good, but if your cheek is on the other side, I saw that comment once, just go ahead and, it shouldn't be, just flip his nose and his eyes to where the cheek and the nose is, and pull the nose, his snout, right through, because sometimes it gets smushed, stuck to the other side. And go ahead and fix his ears and his nose and his hooves now, and his body and everything, and pull it to where you want it, and he should be able to sit. Just keep maneuvering him like that. And if you don't want him, here he is, if you don't want him to have the charm sticking out, the rubber band, you can tuck it in the back, like so, and you can definitely finish it off yourself. And now let's add the tail for this little cute little piglet. You want to turn him around and go ahead and find some rubber bands there in between, in the back of him. Grab a single rubber band, and this is kind of like creating the slip knot. hold onto your rubber band, pull it through, create your slip knot, and then we're going to tie his tail off here at the tip to create kind of like a curly Q. And there's his tail, and there's your little piglet.